There are two types of centaurs, wild and wise. Some are wild hunters who roam the mountains shooting arrows at passing birds and travelers. Their arrows are so swift that they rarely miss their mark, and if they don't like the look of you, they'll shoot first and ask questions later. Those centaurs live for the hunt and for the taste of grilled meat. Others are great teachers, the wisest of all centaurs. They live in small numbers along riverbanks and in forests where the trees are laden with fruit. They are taller than their wild cousins, have longer memories, and a greater understanding of herbs and plants. These centaurs are hospitable and friendly, happy to share what they know with those who seek them out. Now, most people don't know which type of centaur they'll meet when venturing into the wilderness, and that's why I always recommend bringing a gift. A bottle of wine or some fresh fruit from the market is good enough to curry favor with most centaurs. But if you want to make a wise centaur see stars, bring some cheese. That is, if you can find any. Not easy to get, but not impossible either. You just have to know where to look. Now, there are two main places to find cheese in Greece, Athens and Arcadia. But I wouldn't recommend going to Arcadia for it. The journey there is fraught with danger. Bandits roam the roads, and wild centaurs prowl the mountains. There are better places to go. You could try Crete, but the shepherds there only make a hard, dry cheese that tastes like goat. I'd also steer clear of Euboea. Don't get me wrong, the cheese there is exquisite, creamy and soft. It just comes with a side of tragedy. See, the women of Euboea make that cheese from the milk of their goats they tend to themselves. But then when the cheese is done, they sacrifice the goats to the god Pan, and that's just kind of sad. The best cheese in Greece, by the way, comes from the island of Chios. It's called halloumi, and unlike other cheeses, it can be fried. The locals say it tastes like the sun and the sea, and I can't argue with that. So if you're headed to Chios with an empty suitcase and an even emptier stomach, you're in luck, because there's an easy way to get your hands on some of that delicious cheese. All you need to do is find a fig tree with leaves that haven't unfurled yet and a patch of wild fennel. Then pick up some pebbles and arrange them in a circle around the tree. Finally, pour some flour on the ground and wait. See, on Chios, the fig trees grow wild, so we call them thieves, because they steal your lunch money. That's because the branches grow down and touch the ground, making little pockets for you to stash your valuables. So if you set up camp near a thief fig tree, a centaur won't be able to get to your stuff. And that centaur may be wild, but they're also hungry. If you offer them some of your figs or fennel, they might take you under their wing and show you the best hunting grounds. And while chasing deer through the forest, they might even teach you about the constellations, how to track the seasons, and how to read the omens in the sky. And when you finally reach the riverbank and see the wise centaurs tending to their fruit trees, you can offer them the cheese you got from the fig tree. In exchange, they will teach you everything they know about healing herbs and fighting the good fight. But don't get greedy. If you take too much, the centaurs will become as angry as the gods, and they won't hesitate to show you the door.